Hello there, my friend. How are you doing today? To be honest, I did not expect myself to be making one of these videos already this fast, but I thought it was time to make this one as well. This one is about bad habits and self sabotage. Now, to be honest, before we're going to start, how are you feeling right now? And comment it down below. If you're feeling bad or good, I will read every single comment. Now, the thing is, as well, this is also a perspective of stories of my own and of how I see things in this moment right now. If you're happy currently with whatever you're doing, or if you're happy with your life decisions, I can only support you and I can only say that you're doing a great job right now. If not, maybe you can listen to this. Maybe you pick up some of the inspiration or thoughts that I'm giving here with you all. Maybe you have something about it, but yeah, maybe it helps you, maybe it doesn't. We'll see. Or maybe you just skip now and you go on with your life. That is cool too. But today we're going to be talking about, like I just said, bad habits and self sabotage. What do I mean by that? Self sabotage. It's basically putting yourself into a bad position without sometimes even knowing it. Interesting, but maybe you just do not notice it. Let me explain very quickly. I'm going to be talking about myself here for a second, but you can interpretern, sorry, however you like. For example, I'm a gamer. You could be someone who hangs out with friends a lot. You can be someone who is a party animal who goes to parties a lot. You can be a reader. You can be a sporter and think like, I like to go to the gym a lot. Print that in your head right now. What is your favorite thing to do into your free time? Now, recently I noticed for myself that I was working. And, well, at work, you're busy a little bit with what you're going to be doing at your home. Because if you like your job, maybe you're less busy with that, but that's about something else. But if you are not liking your job as often, you're thinking what you can do as soon as you get home, right? Now, the thing is that I have a job right now that I do not really like. So I think a lot about what I'm going to be doing when I'm home. Easy thought. But recently, I thought about bad things. And not necessarily bad things, but bad things in a way that I'm not thinking about us anymore. To be honest, I'm going to be real honest here. Sky, my wife, or soon to be wife, because we're getting married in 3 months once this video is uploaded, she's everything for me. I love her to bits, and she is the world to me, and she is the most important person ever to me. But recently, I caught myself being too busy with PlayStation and the PC. And you might be like one of those persons that is like, yeah, you gotta spend time with your wife. Of course, I did that, but less, a lot less all of a sudden. Sometimes you have these periods that you're like not feeling great. If you look at the breathe video that we made last time, I explained it to you all. You need to take some time for yourself if you are feeling bad. Try to make some comfortable time for yourself. Do that if you're not feeling well. But it must not become some kind of obsession. I also noticed recently that I have been an addict to gaming. And yes, I've been admitting in my previous video about trophy hunting on PlayStation that I've been addicted to getting trophies. But that is only whenever I was gaming to get the trophies. So I thought that I could go on without gaming. I mean, it's just games, right? But I noticed for myself that I've actually been a little bit addict in that point that I was at work and I was thinking, I'm going to be playing later. Definitely. But what if it wasn't? And the thing is, at some point, one day, I came home and I thought, okay, today I'm going to be playing Far Cry 6. It's a game. And I couldn't be playing Far Cry 6 because Kai said, okay, we're going to go to my family because they invited us to food and all that stuff and fun things. And we're going to be playing social games. Something that actually, well, if you don't like your family, I mean, but that's a different story. But I actually have a good relationship with Sky's family, and it should be something fun. But I noticed that I was actually rather annoyed because I was like, oh, but now I can go home and play my game. So with that, I noticed that I actually, yeah, wanted to play games. And maybe you're just like, well, it's just one time. I mean, Scully can go on and on. But no, recently I've just been, I caught myself recently with me just coming home, saying hi to Sky, sometimes run upstairs to the PC, sometimes run upstairs to put on my PlayStation, but to go downstairs with my portal. So at least we could be in the same room, but yet I was in this game. And maybe you're like that as well. Maybe you're just like going to your wife or husband or boyfriend or girlfriend and you're just going to be like, hey, how you doing? All good. And you sit down onto your PC, your PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox. You're going to go to the gym, but you're just like, hey, how you doing? You pack your stuff, you're gone. Maybe you're just like, hey, okay, how you doing? I'm going out with the homies and you do that every single day. And I mean, you're having fun. You're enjoying yourself. You're in your world. You're in your book. You're at the gym working out. But if you thought about how your other half would feel about it, maybe they feel abandoned, maybe they feel sad, maybe they feel alone in a way. And I know at the end of the day, you come back together and you're discussing things or I don't know what. But if you're doing this every single day without noticing it by yourself, it is something very difficult. I didn't notice it. I really didn't notice that I was just coming home and playing games because I thought there was nothing wrong with it. And Sky also didn't talk to me about this, to be honest. She didn't say a word about like that I was playing too much. Sky would never say that. She always says, you gotta do what you want to do. But in a way, I'm thinking this is not okay. I'm gonna be honest here with you all, and you guys can think that I'm a douchebag, that I'm a real ass. But soon I'm gonna be getting married, and Sky has been like a lot busy with planning our marriage and every single thing. I think she has done legit 90% of all the preparation of the wedding, and I was just there coming along sometimes and saying just yeah, that's all fine and good, but I wasn't really like busy with it. So what I basically did was, yeah, I'm busy, but while I'm just there, I'm just thinking about gaming, and that is not okay. And now recently I realized that I should be busy more with my wedding, so I now am more planning, doing more stuff, and it's working. Like I'm feeling also a lot better, and I'm feeling like I am being a little bit more part of, well, back again, us. I mean, I don't have to game every single day. Like, I've not been gaming now for 3 days, and okay, now I'm going to be streaming today. But I mean, besides that, I have not been gaming in my free time. And maybe you're like that as well. Maybe you have been coming home lately as well, a lot of times, and you're just like saying hello to your other half or gaming. She's watching a show. But maybe you can look at your other half and think, maybe she feels alone. Maybe if you're a gamer, if you're going to the gym every single day, if you have been going out every single day with friends, and you have a wife or a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, or a man, maybe you can think, maybe once or twice at least a week at the beginning, if you're really die hard and you have not noticed this, do something together. Go sit next to each other, play a board game, watch a Netflix series together, read a book together. Like recently I found out myself that you could like do listening books, and me and Sky would just like lay in bed before we went to sleep and we just listen to the book together. Or me and Sky, we recently like bought clay, and we're gonna like soon do a kind of like small date thingy where we're gonna be building little creatures. And I mean, it doesn't have to take long of your time. Or maybe you're like, yeah, but that's not fun. Try to find something that you both find fun then, and do it. Don't be like, I want to play my game with my friends. Yeah, you can play your game with your friends. You're still young, or maybe you're not that young anymore, but do it. At the end, who's going to be more important to you? Your friends who you play games every single day with? Or the person that you love? Like, you can play games with your friends, and they won't run away if you're not going to be showing up once or twice a week. But you know who else is, and who might run away from all that? Your other half. Now, that's more on the private aspect that this video is going to be about, but now you also can have self-sabotage or bad habits in the working place. Now, to be honest, I have not a lot of experience in that, but I can only say something that I've noticed as well myself with the self-sabotage, and that is thinking sometimes that you're gotta be too fast at work. And it is a trick that bosses these days have the thing like, I gotta make my people who work for me work very fast, or think that they have to work very fast, so the work gets done properly and faster. Efficient way of working. But the thing is, it isn't. Because people are going to be thinking, I gotta be working faster. People are going to be overworking, which is causing self-sabotage. If you're a boss by yourself, you have people working underneath you, never do that. Because it can cause legit people to become depressed at your work. People won't like working for you, and work will only be done halfway, or you will do things like very fast and halfway for your colleagues, which is also not really fun because you're working together. Why would you ever do something to annoy someone else? It's nobody's really necessary plan to do that. So, I mean, in that case, you're speaking as well of self-sabotage because you want to do something good, but you're actually making it worse for yourself. You can also be doing other things that you're thinking, I'm doing something good, but actually, sometimes you can make things worse by doing it. And I'm not saying that you're going to have to think twice for every single thing that you're going to be doing in the near future, but think with caution. Make the right decisions. And you might be thinking like, how do I make the right decisions here then? Simple. You listen to your heart sometimes. It's important to think about sometimes what you want, but also what other people want. It's important to listen in life, but also to understand what people want. I've come to notice that also sometimes people have been problems with understanding each other because everybody has their own opinion and it's allowed. You can say whatever you want, but you also got to understand other people's opinion, and that is sometimes something very difficult. I know this was a small part in the whole thing, but this is kind of my experience. It's also like a little bit of a self-reflection video for myself, and maybe you had something. Or maybe you're thinking now, you're like, yeah, maybe he has some points. Maybe you're thinking like, this was totally bullshit and these 13 minutes have been wasting my entire 13 minutes. But I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. To be honest, if you're liking these videos, I now have a list on my phone written down with all brand new reflection ideas that I'm soon going to be talking about, because recently I have been struck again by a lot of hyperventilation attacks and a lot of problems. Healthly wise. So I'm sorry. As you could see, guys, I've been like skinnier again. I've not been eating well too. And I just think it's important for everybody to feel well in their body. So yeah, that was it. Thank you all for watching, and don't do bad habits and self-sabotage.